How y'all doing? Happy Monday, my world. Happy whenever you'll see this in your world. Bienvenidos a mi canal. Welcome back to my channel. If you know me. If you know me and recognize this face right here. Yes, the spotted one with the treasure map all up on it. I'm in the season. Thank you so much for coming back to see it, girl. I appreciate you. All love. If you do not recognize this little Dalmatian face, I love myself. Don't worry about it. My name's Latrice, by the way. I'm sorry. Nice to meet you. And this right here is Faith by Latrice. Yes, where faith is the muscle we exercise around here. Now let's get on into it. No dilly-dallying. Mira. I'm hyped. Because God will never leave us nor forsake us, huh? Now that sounds like Bible Talk Christianese early on in the video. When I tell you it's the truth, like something I know. I was just telling Dr. M. Hey, Dr. M, how you doing? I was telling my wonderful coach, Dr. M, that like I was getting choked up because I was like in this weird season, this emotionally roller coaster season that I'm in. I'm talking about expressing itself on my face. And all the years I've been alive, this is the most I've ever had to connect the dots on my face, huh? And all of this weird season that I'm in, right? And I feel like, God, what's going on? What's going on? I feel like I'm distant. I feel like I don't know. Spirit is like, what's up? I don't know. We floating along. What's happening? And God will continue to speak to me, to my situation, to my mind, to my state of mind in my situation. Not just my situation, right? He gonna get to that. That's minor business. The major is in the mind. Well, and speaking of minds, Jesus, come on through here. El tema de hoy va a ser, it's a stronghold. Now, early on in videos in my channel, if you scroll, right? I know we didn't talk about strongholds before, but because we spin in the block and because seasons come back around. Okay. Pastor Dharius Daniels, PD, what's up? This past Sunday, which was yesterday in my world, if you're watching this at the same time, I'm making it. The sermon was entitled, This is My Last Nerve. Yes. And so basically, want to skip a few, he was talking about Moses, right? So Moses, the series is managing meltdowns. So Moses is a person, long story short, right? We're going to get a small recap, where he had some meltdowns that he experienced, right? In the book of Exodus. He had a meltdown where he saw somebody, an Egyptian beating up on a Hebrew person. He went over and killed that man, right? And buried him. Okay, that was a meltdown. He reacted to something. It was another time he reacted to another thing, right? And so in Numbers, in the book of Numbers, he has another meltdown. He get the yelling at folks. He hits hitting rocks when God gave him specific instructions to speak to it, right? Boom, meltdowns. And so what PD was talking about, he said, what started out as a struggle in Exodus turned into a stronghold in Numbers. Meaning what started as something we could have managed, we could have caught before it got wild, ended up turning into a stronghold. Now, pause. In the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4-5, let's go ahead and read that information. Paul says, for the weapons of our warfare are not of the flesh, right? We ain't really fighting each other like that. But we have divine power to destroy strongholds. You're going to describe what that is. We destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God. Now there's more, but we're going to stop right there. Another translation says, set up against the knowledge of God, right? The point is, what is a stronghold? Like in reality, back in those Bible times, right? Real quick. Strongholds are really like fences, right? So what armies would do is they would build up a stronghold or a fence to keep their enemies from attacking them, right? Like the wall of Jericho, it's a stronghold, it's a fence. And so strongholds in our mind are fences, right? They're fences that stop the knowledge of God from getting to us. Now let's keep it a really real situation. Let's keep it a stack, right? What am I talking about, Latrice? Okay, you talking, but my real life situation, I'm explaining to Dr. M how, because, all right, honesty, God gave me a word and say, you need to be more consistent. You started stuff that you ain't finished. So guess what? We're going to remove you from one thing so you can focus back on the next. Jesus, and he said, you're going to be consistent, okay? And I got to thinking, I said, Lord, you got a point. He said, yeah, I know. I said, okay, well, Lord, why I feel like I can't be consistent? I know I can. I know I'm capable of doing it, huh? You've empowered me to do something like these YouTube videos every day. But sometimes I don't make them every day. Lord have mercy, accountability. Sometimes life be really lifing, but other times I'm tired, right? Maybe I didn't manage my time well. And God is opening my eyes to show you can do this. However, when you get to slipping, that's because there's a stronghold or fence that has raised up in your mind that is blocking the knowledge, the truth of God from actually getting through. Oh, hype. Follow me, please. Fences, this is what I have in my notes. Fences we build in our mind, right? Arguments and ways of reasonings that sets itself up against the knowledge of God. It's not the habit or the addiction that's the issue. This is the most important part if you don't get anything else. It's not the habit or the addiction that's the issue. That's not the issue. That's not the problem. That's not the behavior. It's the lie you told yourself that enables you to keep engaging in the behavior. The fence won't let the truth get through. There's nothing wrong with you, moral of the story. There's nothing wrong with you. Because I'm thinking like, what's wrong with me, Jesus? I can't be consistent in thing or in this thing or the next thing. There's nothing wrong with you. There's a stronghold. There's a fence that's built up, right? That the enemy really wants to keep there so that the knowledge of God does not get through to you or through you to other people. Hence the YouTube channel. All right, that's it. Jesus. There's nothing wrong with you. It's a stronghold. Now talk to God, get some counseling, get some other stuff, but talk to God. He the one that really know how to fix it. Talk to God, right? See what he suggests so he can get you some tools to really get it, cleared up. And then see what that stronghold is. See how to break it down. Matter of fact, go up and I'm gonna put it in here, but go up in 2 Corinthians 10 and 4-5 to remind you have the power. Lord have mercy. I'm trying to quit, I promise. Okay. Right now, si nadie te ha dicho hoy esta día que te estoy hablando a ti mismo. If nobody has told you today, right now that I'm talking to you, I love you. And I love myself, pimples and spots and all, okay? Because listen, life be lifing, but guess what? We gonna prosper regardless. Catch you on the flip side.